Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caseman's Prime here, back at you with another television show review. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I think the last one I did was I'm in the Band. I thought I'd do another one because I haven't done one in a while, and this one show I was actually talking about with one of my friends today, and I think the show could really use a season two, even though I don't know, it'll probably premiere sometime next year, but I hope it gets one. I am talking about a show on Cartoon Network that's actually been a sign of, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Sanity, because all the other shows that Cartoon Network have been giving us for a while, like Finn and Jake, Regular Show, Mad, they've been crappy. This show and Hole in the Wall have been signs of salvation, but what show am I talking about? I'm talking about none other than Sym-Bionic Titan. Yes, Sym-Bionic Titan. It's an awesome show. Made by the same guys who made Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls. One of the guys that did. Now, basically, the series is about these three alien humanoids named Alana, Octus, and Lance, who come from a planet, I think it's called Gautama. I don't remember the name. It's been a while since I've seen an episode. But, basically, they're alien humanoids, and they have these powers to access these mech suits, and then they can combine together to form something called Sym-Bionic Titan, which kind of reminds me of Optimus Prime meets Voltron, or looks like kind of like Voltron and Titan Maximum combined. Which, don't get me wrong, that was a good series. Let me start off with a couple of the main characters. First, let me start off with Octus. Octus was the guardian appointed to Alana and Lance to protect them and keep them safe, and he's kind of the core for forming Sym-Bionic Titan, because he doesn't really have like a mech suit, so to speak. The blue suit that you see him wearing in some episodes, that's actually his true form. He does have two other forms. He has a human adult form, so he can kind of pass off as their what's the word I'm looking for? Father, if you want to say that. And then he also has a nerd form, which goes by the name of Newton, so he can blend in at school. And you kind of know when they're going to form Titan, because either one of them will say, Octus, we must form Titan, or initiate Titan, and you'll hear Octus kind of get into like a T shape, and he'll say, initiate Sym-Bionic Titan, Octus unit magnified, which I think is really an awesome sequence. I love seeing them transform into Titan. Now we have Lance. Lance, he's the bodyguard type. Basically, he is trying his best to keep Alana from doing the wrong stuff. Like, he's kind of strict, but he's also flexible. He's not as open-minded as Alana is about discovering new things and trying something new. He wants just to keep Alana safe from the hands of Medulla, so that way he can protect her. He doesn't want her going out into the open world. But they have done that quite a few times in that episode where Newton was forced to tutoring Kimberly. Lance and Alana went for a night out of town just to socialize and get out for a little while, just being cooped up in the house. His weaponry consists of a suit called the Lanus armor, which is a big purple mech suit and has a whole bunch of military-themed firepower, like guns and missiles and whatnot. Alana is a little bit less a little bit less armed, but Lance, I think, if not for Octus, I think he's the most armed of the three suits. Then we have my favorite character on Sym-Bionic Titan, and I even hate to call this, but my action cartoon girlfriend, but Alana. Alana is a symbol of peace for the planet of Gautama. I think that's what the planet's called. If I'm saying this wrong, comment immediately, because a rerun doesn't come on where I'm from for another hour and 15 minutes. It's that one episode, I don't remember what it's called, but I don't know, but basically Alana is a symbol of peace and heart from her planet. She basically was sent she was basically just a little girl very young when Lance graduated from the academy, and when she was appointed to Lance and Octus, and Her very own existence could propose a threat to several enemies. Um, she is voiced by actually someone who I'm very well experienced with her work. She's voiced by Tara Strong, who you may know as the voice of Sari from Transformers Animated. And Alana also can be feared easily. Not extremely easily, but she gets worried about her father, because in the episode Shaman of Fear, the shaman used an illusion of her father dying to weaken her, even down to the point of making her cry, which, let me just go off track and saying this. Tara Strong, I'm not sure if it's just something she's born with or if it's just a talent in her family, but she is a skilled person at fake crying. I don't know where she gets it. I do not know, but she makes it sound really just realistic. Anyway, that's beside the point. Her weapon form is the chorus armor, which is kind of like a female Iron Man-esque armor. It has like a heart, and it's kind of the shape of an arc reactor, and she has repulsor and laser themed weaponry, as well as like force fields. And she provides that kind of weaponry for Titan. And when all three of them were combined, they formed Sym-Bionic Titan, which is this big mech suit that both Octus and that Lance and Alana have to control, but Octus kind of controls its form himself. Because if you notice, he's made of that blue color, similar to what Octus's true form is made up of. He has a wide variety of weapons, guns, blades, all sorts of stuff, but he's pretty awesome. Let me get on to the two main villains of the series. First off, we have Medulla, who I think is the main villain of the series. He is a power-hungry kind of guy. He kind of wants to destroy them. You know, he wants them destroyed so he can take over the planet for himself. And then you have Solomon. Solomon he looks like Cad Bane from Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and I wouldn't really say he's a bounty hunter type. He's the head of an organization called G3. It's been a while since I've seen the episode, so I don't know what G3 stands for, but he wants the power of Sym-Bionic Titan for himself. He wants to harness the power that's in Titan and control it for himself. He wants that power for himself. And he has no sort of connection to Medulla at all. They're two completely different villains. Which is why I pointed out that he's not a bounty hunter, although he looks like one. Anyway, another really weird character was Kimberly, who's the head of the cheerleading squad. There was, in one episode, there was one bit that was quote-unquote unnecessary, where it's that episode, I don't remember the title, it's the episode where she has to go over with Newton and do her math homework, or take her test again. And what happens is, to try to trick Newton into getting her out, she turns on some music on the stereo and does I don't want to call it a striptease, but I want to call it like a dance. And it was really crazy. Like she was bouncing around, her shirt was lifting up from her waist a couple times, and one of her shoulder straps in her skirt came loose. But I don't know if really anyone knows this, but put this in the comments this is the question of the video. Do you think that scene was inappropriate? If I have to, I will put the link to the clip on YouTube. It is down here from Cartoon Network's YouTube page. If I have to, I will put the link in there so you can vote on it for yourself. But if you've seen the episode and you think that clip was out of whack, put it in the comments. If you disagree, then you're mad. Not as bad as I had her, but mad. Now, overall, do I recommend the show? I'd say hell yeah. I love Sym-Bionic Titan. I love it. It's an amazing show. I love seeing them form Titan. I actually have the video with them forming Titan. That's odd. I thought I heard my phone ringing. I think it is, but I'll check it later. But that's beside the point. Anyway, I really love seeing them form Titan. I have the first transformation video in my favorites if you want to check that out. I think I edited it sometime in October. I think it's between the Henshin sequence I got to Kiribati from O's, and I think that video with the Avengers or Axel Trial. I don't remember. I highly recommend the series. Episodes air at 9:30 Friday nights as part of that action block. And then we get reruns and on Saturday morning. I think it's either It's either 10 or 10:30 or 9:30. I don't remember exactly when, but I think the series is incredibly awesome. Um, I love the series. It's an awesome show. I love it. Um, I think my friend thinks I'd make a great Octus on the show because he and I were talking about that. He thinks I'd make a perfect Octus. Um, I guess that's really about it. Later, guys. I am out of here.